Hello everyone. Welcome once again to the science session. Okay? Today we are going to learn about an interesting topic, that is the sun, moon and the stars. Okay? This is part 1 and this is lesson number 14 in your textbook. Okay? Today you are watching this video. After watching the video, you all have to read your science textbook. Okay? And you all have to read what is given inside the lesson. Now children, during the daytime, when you look at the sky, what do you find? Tell me. What is that yellow color thing? Yes, that is the sun. Okay? You all see the sun in the sky during the daytime, right? And you all know that sun is also a star. Okay? The sun is very important. Now tell me why the sun is very important? Because sun gives us heat and light, right? So the sun is the brightest star or the brightest object in the sky. Okay? Without sun we cannot live because it gives us heat and light, right? And that is very important for all the living things, right? Without sun, life cannot exist. Now, I am going to tell you one example of it. Okay? Suppose if you keep the water plant inside a dark room with all the doors shut, it will not survive at all. Okay? If you keep a water plant inside a dark room, it will not grow because it needs heat and light from the sun, right? And you all know that sun is looking brighter in the sky during the daytime because it is made up of hot gases. Okay? It is a huge ball of fire, right? We say that because it is made up of hot gases. Okay? We can say to the sun, it is a huge ball of fire. Why? Because it is made up of hot gases. Okay? That's the reason it looks brightest in the sky. Okay? And it gives us a large amount of heat and light. Okay? And you all know that sun is also a star. Okay? Why the sun is a star? Because it gives us light and the sun has lights of its own. Okay? We are able to see the sun during the daytime, but we cannot see the other stars. Tell me why? Yes, it's because the sun is the brightest star. Okay? It is made up of hot gases. Since it is closer to the earth compared to the other stars. Okay? Other stars are far away from the earth, so that we cannot see the other stars. Okay? We can see only the sun, which looks bright in the sky. Okay? So sun is also a star. Okay? So you all know that in the universe you have got many stars of different colors. Okay? So children, the sun is the brightest object in the sky. Okay? And the sun has heat and light of its own. Without sun, there would be no life on the earth. The sun is a huge ball of very hot gases. Yes. So, the sun is a star. Okay, and do you all know what is the solar system? Yes, the solar system is elliptical in shape. Okay, it's not a circle. Okay, the sun is seen in the center. Okay, you can see the sun in the center, and the other 8 planets will be revolving around the sun. Okay, taking a particular path. Now tell me, what is that path called? Yes, the other 8 planets revolving around the sun in a fixed path, that is called orbit. Okay, and they form the solar system, right? So along with the planets, you have many things like meteors, comets, but you will learn that in the later in the higher classes. Okay, now, but don't think that solar system is only the sun and the 8 planets. Okay, so apart from these 8 planets, you have other celestial objects also. So things like meteors, comets also comprises the solar system. So what you all have learned about the sun? Tell me. The sun is a star. Okay, it is the nearest star to the earth. That's why it appears so big to us. Okay, the sun and the 8 planets revolving around it form the solar system. Okay, the sun and the 8 planets revolving around it form the solar system. Yes, now we'll talk about the planets. Okay, now the sun is in the center, right? And the other 8 planets revolving around the sun. Okay, and these planets do not have their own light. Okay, the planets do not have their own light. Yes, they reflect the light what is received from the sun. Planets reflect the light what is received from the sun. Okay, the sun gives us heat and light, right? And this light falling on the planets also. Okay, this light falling on the planets also. So these planets reflect the light back. Okay, what are these planets? Tell me. Yes, a planet is a huge object that goes around the star. Okay, which star? Yes, it is the sun. Okay, so you can ask me, the earth is also a planet, right? So then how do we get the light? Yes, we get the light because planet reflect the light received from the sun. Okay, so earth also reflect the light which is received from the sun. Okay, so children, as I told you, the sun has 8 planets revolving around it, and the earth is among these 8 planets. Okay, so children, the sun and its 8 planets belong to the solar system. Okay, now have a look at this picture. This is the picture of the solar system. Okay, here you can see the sun is in the center, right? And you can see the planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Can I repeat again? Yes, here the sun is in the center and you can see the other planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, so apart from this, you have meteors and rocks and comets, okay, which are revolving around the sun. Now let's talk about these planets. Okay, the planet which is closer to the sun is your Mercury, which you can see in this picture. Okay, now imagine how hot it will be. Tell me why? It's because it is very closer to the sun. Here you can see the Mercury which is closer to the sun. That's the reason it is very hot. Okay. Then you can see the earth. Okay. The earth is at the earth is the third planet. Okay. The earth is at third position in the 8 planets. Okay. Now we live on the planet earth. Okay. The life is only possible on the earth. Tell me why? Because of the presence of air and water. Okay. Life is only possible on the earth because of the air and water. Okay. Then Mars. Mars is called as the red planet because the soil found in Mars is red in color. Okay. Now tell me, which is the biggest planet in the solar system? Any idea? Anybody can recollect that? Yes. By looking at the solar system, you can easily make out which is the biggest planet in the solar system. Yes, it is the Jupiter. Okay. That is the biggest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. Okay. Then Saturn. Okay. Here you can see the Saturn. It has got beautiful rings around it. And these planets like Jupiter, then Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, they all are made up of gases. Okay. Whereas when you talk about the Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, you have soil there. Okay. Now let's talk about another important object, that is the star. Okay. Yes, here you can see the stars. We find the stars during the night time. When you look at the clear sky, you can see the tiny dots. Okay. You will find the tiny dots in the sky and which are very bright. They are called as stars. Okay. But we are not able to see the stars during daytime. What is the reason? Yes, because the light emitted by the stars, that is the sun, okay, is in the large amount. Okay, the light emitted by the star, which star? Yes, the light emitted by the sun is in large amount and it is very bright. So you don't see the light emitted by the other stars. Okay. The light emitted by the other stars goes unnoticed. That's the reason we cannot see the stars during the daytime. Okay. Now these stars are also made up of hot gases. Okay. Other stars are also made up of hot gases. They are hot. But don't think the sun is only the largest star in the universe. Okay. The sun is the biggest star in the solar system. But don't think that the sun is the largest star in the universe. Apart from the sun, there are other stars also bigger than that. And you all know one interesting fact. There are stars of different colors. Okay. There are other stars which are present in the solar system, which are in different color, like blue color, or you can say yellow color, in orange color. Okay. But as far as the solar system is concerned, the sun is the biggest star. Okay. Because other stars look tiny to us and they are far away from us. Okay. Now, in the sky, you see many stars, right? Which are uncountable, right? It's visible during the night, but not during the day. And in the olden days, the people had given the names to the group of stars. Okay? Yes, listen carefully, children. In the olden days, the people had given the names to the group of stars, imagining to have some shape. Okay? When you look at the sky, you see many stars. When you concentrate on the pattern of the star, you will notice some shape or some pattern in the sky. So, the group of stars forming an imaginary pattern or shape in the sky is called constellations. Okay? Now, can you see in this picture? Yes, here the stars are connected, right? You see the picture of bear. Yes, this is a constellation. Okay? It's called as the Great Bear. Now, next, when you connect the stars, you will see the shape of the hunter is called as the Orion. Okay? Then you can see the next pattern that is called Hercules. Okay? Here you can see the pattern made by the star is Hercules. Okay? So, now how are these constellations given their name? So, children, constellations have been named after the animals or people from ancient myth. Okay? Whatever they were believing in olden days. So, the examples of some constellations are the Great Bear, Orion the Hunter, then Leo, Canis Major and Hercules are the examples of the constellations. Okay? The study of the sun, moon, stars and planets are called astronomy. Okay? The study of the sun, moon and stars and planets is called astronomy. Okay? Now, let's talk about the moon. Okay? Moon is the natural satellite. We see the moon in the night, right? The moon also reflects light. Okay? It doesn't have lights of its own. Okay? About the moon, we will see in the next science session. Okay? So, with this, we are coming to an end of the today's session. I hope it was an interesting lesson for you and you had learned something new in this session. So let me give you a summary what you have learned. Okay? So we had learnt about what is the solar system. Now tell me, what is the solar system? Yes, the sun and the 8 planets revolving around it is called the solar system. Okay? And what you have learnt about the sun? Tell me. Yes, the sun is the brightest star in the solar system. Okay? It gives us heat and light. Without heat and light, life is not possible at all. And what are the 8 planets which moves or which revolve around the sun? Tell me. Yes, the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, so these are the 8 planets which revolve around the sun, and Earth is the 3rd planet. Okay, we live on the planet Earth. On the Earth, life is only possible, right? Because of the air and water present on the Earth. And which is the biggest planet in the solar system? Yes, it is the Jupiter, right? and then the Saturn is known for its rings, right? And which is the closest planet to the to the sun? Yes. Yes, Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. Then you have learnt about stars, right? Stars have their own light. We can see the stars during the night time. Okay? Then we had learnt about the constellations. What is the constellation? A group of stars forming an imaginary pattern or shape in the sky. Okay, that is called the constellation, right? And the examples are the Great Bear, then the Leo, Canis Major, Hercules. These are the examples of constellations, right? So children, now this is all for today. Read the textbook. Okay, take care and bye bye.